My name's Arian Blanco, and I'm a patient of Dr. Weiss. I've been a patient of his now for almost 2.5 years, basically, a little over 2.5 years. The journey for me has been one of just from need to really enjoying a lot of things that I really couldn't do before. I mean, that's really the crux of it for me. Before I started working at Dr. Weiss, in terms of just diet-wise, we regularly, for example, I think a lot of people do this, ate fast food. It's not what we ate exclusively, and when I say we as a family, would go, for example, to Wendy's about once a week. And knowing what I know now, it's like I realize how sort of detrimental something like that can be. As my health situation got worse and worse, and the typical medications I were on weren't working, and I started to sort of search some other options. This idea of a whole food, plant-based diet kind of concept is something that I started to read more and more about. And then finally, once I made it to work with Dr. Weiss, it became more clear for me like how it works. But it's pretty amazing how through proper diet, and when I say that, it's basically eating the right foods and abstaining from some of the stuff that could be more detrimental, how that has permeated sort of our household. So I remember when I first started working with Dr. Weiss, I was doing the 30-day challenge, and it's a very Gestapo diet. It's a very temporary thing to just kick things off. And my son, and I didn't tell him anything about it, I just started to do it. And my son actually took notice and started to ask a lot of questions about it. And then I told him, well, Papi's trying to do it to get better. And I showed him the 30-day prescription, which is like a one-pager of everything you can eat. And basically that's all you eat for the 30 days. And I said, if it's not on this list, Papi can't eat it. He's like, oh, okay, all right. And so the next time he's like, so we're eating this or that. You can't eat it, Papi, right? Because it's not on the list. Right, it's not on the list. To the point where sometimes I'd look over and I'd want to sort of eat whatever he was eating. He's like, Papi, you can't eat this. That's not on the list. But my point being is, as I, without making him do or change anything, he actually started to change how he ate. And to the point where we haven't really gone to fast food, I can't remember when. I mean, it's not, he doesn't even ask for it. He doesn't even want it. After the 30 days, I lost 25 pounds of the 45 I've lost since beginning in this journey. Okay, but I was already off 2 of the pills. And at the time, the baby aspirin went away. So many of the things that I was feeling, my brain, my mind just lit up. I'm like, I'm back. My energy level, and I was never like a slouch, but was through the roof. My mental clarity. I was at a point where I was already getting all these pains in my joints and the swelling, and everyone's like, oh, well, that comes with age. Gone. It got to the point where I went from snoring and not having a good night's rest to my wife having to touch me because she thought I was dead because I'm so quiet when I sleep at night. That's the weight loss at the end of the day is a side effect of good health. It's amazing how food, like not a magic other pill, not a supplement, not some powder that he concocted somewhere to sell me at $40 a barrel, right? Food that you can buy at any store, any major supermarket has done such an amazing job in alleviating my ill effects and giving me back, more importantly, sort of my life in a lot of ways. To not feel drowsy and tired, to be able to play with my now 7-year-old little boy. It's my life is back. I'm back. Forget sort of even beyond this idea of longevity, the ability to do things with him now, in the now. So even if this doesn't extend, even if like being the way I was before and being this way means that I'll expire at the same date, but I'm living a different life right now. A more fulfilling life. Like I got my life back. I mean, the fact that I can run around with him, I can throw the ball, whatever it is, that I'm not tired. That
as a playmate.
I could stay up and read to him, I mean, I was falling asleep. I think people are going to see this who are overweight or obese have gone through this on their own sort of life journey, you know, where you can't do the things you used to do. And now I can. And I can do them better than when I was 30. Maybe even when I was in my 20s. I don't want to brag. And that's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. So it's back. I mean, that's the win right there for me.